One day, you open your phone, and suddenly there it is, a shark wearing sneakers, a crocodile with a strange human-like face, a ballerina made of coffee, a voice that sounds almost Italian, but somehow also sounds like nonsense. Some kids laugh immediately, some can repeat the names from memory, some use them as jokes with friends, and many adults look at the screen and think, what am I even watching? Welcome to the world of Italian Brainrot, a kind of meme that feels like it escaped from a dream, like an AI had a very weird nightmare, like the internet intentionally built something adults were never meant to understand. But why do kids like this so much? Why does something so random, so loud, so meaningless, and so strange become unforgettable? And if the online world of kids starts to feel impossible to understand, maybe that is not a bug. Maybe that is part of the point. First, Italian brain rot does not mean that kids' brains are literally rotting. Brain rot is internet slang. It usually means content that is silly, repetitive, strange, and weirdly addictive. The kind of thing you know is nonsense, but your brain remembers anyway. The Italian part often comes from the sound of the names, long, musical, fake Italian-sounding phrases, names that feel like food, monsters, songs, and jokes at the same time. Then you combine that with strange AI-generated images, creatures that look almost real but not quite, animals mixed with objects, food mixed with bodies, cute things mixed with something slightly unsettling, and suddenly you have a meme creature. So why does it stick? The first reason is speed. Kids today grow up inside a short-form video world. A video may have only 1 or 2 seconds to stop someone from scrolling. If you begin with a long explanation, many people are already gone. But if a strange creature appears instantly with a bizarre name and a dramatic voice, the brain stops because the human brain pays attention to things it cannot predict. If you see a cat, your brain understands it. If you see a shoe, your brain understands it. But if you see a shark wearing shoes, your brain says, wait, what is that? That tiny moment of confusion is powerful. Italian brain rot uses the force of mismatch. It puts together things that should not belong together: animals and household objects, food and people, realistic textures and impossible bodies, language and nonsense. It makes the brain pause, and in a world where everyone scrolls fast,
making someone pause is already half the battle. The second reason is that it becomes a private language. Every generation has a language adults do not understand. It might be slang, it might be music, it might be a cartoon, it might be a video game. Today, it is memes. When one kid says the name of a strange meme creature and another kid laughs, that is not just a joke, it is a signal. You know this too, right? You saw that video too, right? You are on the same side of the internet as me, right? That is why a meme does not need to be funny to everyone. It only needs to be funny to the group. Sometimes the fact that adults do not understand it makes it even better. If a parent asks, "What are you laughing at?" and the kid answers with a long, ridiculous name that sounds like it came from another planet, the parent's confusion becomes part of the joke. The third reason is AI. AI has changed how fast weird images can be created. In the past, if you wanted to make a strange character, you had to draw it, animate it, edit it, or build it by hand. Now, weirdness can be generated very quickly, and AI weirdness has a special flavor. It is not fully cartoon, it is not fully realistic. It lives somewhere in the middle. Your brain recognizes parts of it, but other parts feel wrong. That creates a feeling close to the uncanny, something that is almost familiar but slightly broken. If it is too scary, people may look away. If it is too normal, people may ignore it. But if it is just strange enough, just funny enough, and just catchy enough, it can become a meme. The fourth reason is rhythm. Many of these memes do not stick because of the image alone. They stick because of the sound. Repeated syllables, musical names, fake words with a strong rhythm. Voices that sound dramatic, even when they mean nothing. You don't need to understand the meaning. You only need to remember the sound. Human brains love patterns. We remember rhythm. We remember repetition. We remember weird phrases that feel like songs. In that sense, Italian brain rot is almost like a strange nursery rhyme for the algorithm age. But there is something deeper here. Many adults grew up with stories that had a beginning, middle, and end. Characters, reasons, lessons, conclusions. But kids growing up inside endless feeds often experience content as bursts. A feeling, a sound, a face, a jump cut, a weird phrase, A moment that lasts 5 seconds but gets repeated everywhere.
Italian brain rot doesn't always need a full story. Sometimes it only needs an impact. Funny, confusing, cute, creepy, fast, loud, strange, all at once. It is like a tiny dream fragment from the internet. And in the attention economy, tiny dream fragments can be extremely powerful. So, is it dangerous? The honest answer is, it depends on what we mean. If kids watch a weird meme and laugh with friends, that is not automatically a disaster. Every generation has had strange jokes that adults thought were pointless. But if very fast, very loud, highly stimulating content becomes the only thing the brain wants, slower things can start to feel boring. The problem may not be one meme creature. The problem may be the endless machine that keeps asking, what if the next thing was even stranger? One meme arrives, then it disappears. Another replaces it, faster, louder, weirder, more remixable. That is why the word brain rot is funny, but also a little honest. We know it is nonsense, but we keep watching. We know it does not teach us much directly, but somehow we remember the names. We know it is weird, but when a friend says it, we laugh. Maybe Italian brain rot does not just show what kids like. Maybe it shows how the internet works now. It rewards things that are short, intense, repeatable, remixable, and confusing enough to be memorable. Older memes were often pictures with captions. Modern memes can feel like creatures. They have voices, names, versions, fan art, games, remixes, arguments. And inside schools or group chats, they become social currency. So if you see a kid laughing at something you do not understand, you do not have to immediately decide that it is meaningless. You can ask a better question. Where does it catch the brain? What group does it create? What sound makes it memorable? What part of it is funny because it makes adults confused? And why did the algorithm push this strange thing into millions of minds? Because sometimes the dumbest looking meme can be a very honest window into a generation. Italian brain rot may look like AI monsters shouting fake words, but underneath it there is attention, there is friendship, there is speed, there is identity, there is the algorithm, and there is one very old desire that kids have had forever, to have something that belongs to them, something adults do not fully understand, something their friends recognize instantly. Maybe that is why it sticks, not because it has one clear meaning,
but because, for the people who get it, it becomes a shared meaning.